Hello students, here we are in Module 5.2 and I want to briefly point back to Modules 4.1, 4.2 where you were assigned to do something with motion. So in most cases you probably were explaining something with motion. And now we're going to move on to the final project, which is a visual campaign redesign. So for starters, I want to direct your attention to a piece of visual communication in the news, which is actually 2 years old now, but it's up at the top of that module. And it's the one that's called, what is the name of it? Gothic or Helvetica for brands, fonts help tell a story. So it recounts the experience of several brands, Southwest Airlines, Remax, Domino's Pizza, all of whom placed more focus on fonts as a crucial part of their marketing. And in many cases, it had to do with the fact that once they realized that their customers were accessing their site on a mobile device, then some of the graphics and some of the font choices that they had chosen for other ways to present their message didn't quite cut it on the small screen. And so that was an incentive for them to redesign their visual brand. And then I want to talk a little bit about Photoshop versus Illustrator. Some of you probably know quite well what is the difference, other ones may not know, but given the fact that you may want to be using Illustrator for your final project, I went into a little explanation of the theory behind the difference between them, and then I also provide a couple examples of my own work using Illustrator, and then two how-to videos from someone who talks about, the top 10 things to learn in Illustrator. Now again, you do not have to do your final design project in Illustrator or any digital tool. You could do it by hand if you want. But if you happen to have some familiarity, or if you want to just take it as an opportunity to learn Illustrator, that would be the right tool to use for redesigning a logo. All right, and then I provide an example from the Encyclopedia of Major Marketing Campaigns as an example of some of the thinking that goes into a visual campaign redesign. So once you have identified the company or organization that you feel needs a redesign, you will apply your knowledge of such matters as fonts and colors, images, video, and semiotics to propose a new visual campaign that addresses whatever shortcomings you identified in the old campaign. Your visual design project number 3, the motion graphics, is due on April 30, which is the day before the final class for the term. Your final project is due on May 12th, so now is a good time to start thinking about what you want to redesign. As usual, I'm available to answer questions and or guide you through the completion of any assignment. So, talk to you soon.